Let's kick it. You know what I'm saying? Rules. You want to go pee-pee? You want to go pee-pee out here, honey? Right on! That's what I'm doing today. I feel good today for some reason. And I don't know why. I wish I could feel this good every day. I really do. I really do. I wish I could share my secret with you. I gotta clean my cameras today. I've been fucking around. I'm the most anal fucking guy in the world with organization and cleaning shit. I don't know what happened. Because I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I got to get up. Yeah, let me put this link here. It's going to be new rules, goddammit. Starting right fucking now. From now on. Let's see. I'm posting this fucking thing now. Hang on a second. Bear with me while I clear the porn out of my mind. Let's see here. Fucking porn. Yeah, let's go. Let's rock it. Here we go, Sam. There you go. Got a load of laundry. Being productive today. Got a Diet Dr. Pepper. And I feel good today. And I did the same thing today as I did yesterday. So why do I feel good? It's a good question. I don't know. I took a Claritin D. And I drank a cup of coffee. And now I'm on a Diet Dr. Pepper. Maybe that's why. Hello.
Hey. Oh, new rules, huh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What?
Okay.
Not have Stephanie on the panel anymore.
That's next week. No, we get these babbling drunks on from now on. From now on, this is how it's going to work. If I get one, it's yay or nay. So yeah, get rid of them. Nay, don't. And if I get 5 of those, that's all somebody has to say in a chat.
Okay.
I'm just going to be polite and say, hey, look, when you get it together, you're not rambling on, interrupting, and drunk, please come back, and then can them right then and there.
Good idea.
Because it wrecks the fucking chat. You're trying to be nice. You feel somebody's having a bad night. And before you know it, it's 2 hours of babbling.
Yeah, I know. And you've had that too much. Yeah, I know. I agree. It was just ruining our chat last night. It kept interrupting us. We were trying to laugh and have a good time, putting a damper on that. Yeah, and then it's somebody that you haven't seen for 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm not going to ban being hired drunk, because fuck if I did that, don't want to be on.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with having a few drinks and having a good time on here. I think I've done that in the past, but when it gets to be where they're taking over the whole conversation, the whole show, no, that's bullshit, Tom. We come on here to talk and have a good time. Yeah.
Look at it.
I agree.
Fucking A. Well, it's again. I mean, we've already come a long way with the trolls.
Yeah.
We get rid of the fucking ones that weren't rubbed as a baby enough as a kid.
Right.
So we're just going to put a dick to everybody that disrupts our fun time. Hey, Dave.
Oh, Yeah, I know it. I mean, you see what happens is they can probably go on other shows and do that shit, you know.
Yeah.
But no, why? I mean, I look forward to your chats. Hi, Michelle, and so
Hi,
does
Stephanie.
Michelle.
Yeah.
We look forward to your chats, and to have someone come on and disrupt us. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, but that's the kind of shit alcohol does to people. I just don't want them doing it here.
Right.
In other words, the new rules are if you come on here, you can only be half high and half drunk.
There you go.
You can have
Where
a
we
little pause, right?
Oh, of course, Michelle. We're just saying, somebody's really drunk like last night and over, talking everyone. I mean, we had that with Chris. I mean, it just ruins the show.
Yeah. And we're going to get rid of people that whether they got a PhD or whether they're really retarded.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not gonna no discrimination on this.
Right.
Guys.
No. Right.
Right.
We don't want to hear these stories about what happened 50 fucking years ago that you've exaggerated your whole life, which is why you don't work.
Yeah, I know.
This is a place for people that gave a fuck, had a job, and are pissed we're not getting our fair share.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Spoonful.
A place.
I think now I'm going to stick my nose to something that's none of my business. I'm famous for it. But Mark, I could be wrong, but I think what's his face? Who's that guy that lives out there in California? He's a moderator. Starts with a D. I think he got his feelings hurt last night by Mark. I think something got misinterpreted.
Mark?
Yeah.
Drifter?
Mark?
Yeah, Drifter.
What happened?
He said that he thought that the conversation came up about misinterpretations on emails and chats, and Mark came back with "fuck you" or something. And I don't think it was related to that, but I don't think that he knows that. If you go back and you look at those, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because he said he's just going to have to watch what he says, and maybe there's more to the story. I don't know, but I think it was a big.
I thought Mark was saying "fuck you" to us because we were teasing about Kathy and the machete.
You might be right, but if you looked at Drifter's reaction, he didn't think that. Why?
Oh, we'll have to talk. Yeah, I took it as, Mark's going, oh, fuck you guys, because we were laughing about the machete.
Danger. We're talking shit about Kathy, and he's there and she's there. He's got to come up with some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in fun.
The forehead.
Yeah, it's all in fun. I mean, I like it when people make fun of me. It's funny. It's just banter,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You and Kathy were about ready to lock horns over Trump, and then you realized that it was just a discussion.
Right, because I like Kathy and I don't want to cause, any anytime you get into politics.
You have separated Kathy the person from Kathy political interest.
Exactly.
I like Stephanie because she always, when we do have debates on things, we'll debate, and then she's still like, well, we can see things differently and it's still okay. So I don't think Stephanie is trying to be like,
well, no, thank you, Michelle.
You know what I mean? You're not out there. Your intention isn't out there.
Well, thank you, Michelle. But I do get a little heated when it comes to Trump. But I try to stop myself because I don't want to cause any fighting or anything like that. But everybody has seen me. I get a little. I mean, people have even commented, you don't want to talk about Trump, with Stephanie. So I do get a little heated, but I try to control it in a way where we just stop it. Because I have a lot of people I really like on here, and I don't want to do anything, say anything to ruin that over a stupid election. I mean, I don't want to ruin that.
No, but I was reading an article online the other day that said if you're not a Christian, it's really hard to not offend somebody that is when you're talking about religion, because they just think you're just like this disrespectful loon that doesn't get it, and they're offended that you don't believe in what they believe in.
Right.
Actually, with Christianity, you're supposed to be very tolerant because Christ was very tolerant. So it's not, you shouldn't be like outraged. They talk about that patience, having patience, treating people with kindness, respect. That's how Christianity is supposed to.
Yeah, but you know that's in a philosophical way. If I think you spent your whole life under an illusion, it's hard for you to not feel differently about me, because I think your thinking's bullshit. And just like Stephanie, she tries to reel in, let these motherfuckers have it.
Yeah.
What's important to her.
Well, yeah, there's some things that you know, religion and politics are two very touchy subjects with people.
Well,
And
hey,
those,
this isn't going to be a pussy channel.
no. Oh, I know that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it all. Queers, trans, fucking Republicans, Democrats, fucking rest stop blowjobs. It's all here. We're not going to stick our head in the sand. Here, we're going to get it right out of Mark now. We're going to get it out of Mark. He survived another night with Kathy. Congratulations.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark.
Mark can play the music. Do you have drums?
I don't.
Hey, Mark.
How you doing?
Hey, you weren't. Did you see the dialogue with Drifter last night?
Yeah, you know what happened.
No.
Okay. You guys were saying you were busting my balls or something, and Drifter said, "Mark, you better go back. You better get up there and defend yourself." And I said, "I don't give a fuck," and that's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he misinterpreted it and said that he needs to like be less vocal, and he doesn't.
Oh, I'll fix it up with him. He's just, I don't know. You know, it was just a misunderstanding.
I think he was trying to stir up more than what was needed, right, Mark?
Maybe.
Whoa.
Like Tom does all the time.
Drifter?
Yeah, like telling
not
Mark
like
that
that.
he has
He's
to
not
get
like
up there
that.
and defend himself.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Yeah,
he's like that.
No, he's
Drifter's
not.
pretty rational. He's
Yeah.
always to the point and not drama or nothing like that.
So it
So
wasn't a
Right.
big deal then?
no, he must have gotten his feelings hurt. I'll fix it with him. He's in the show quite a bit.
See, so
And
that's
I'll rush
exactly
him
what it
around.
was, a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
The new
Yeah.
rules are no rambling drunks on. We're not doing that anymore. From now on, if you can say yay or nay, say we're on here right now and Chris pops up
Oh,
and 5 people type nay, I'm just going to say, Chris, well, he's banned here anyway. That's a bad example. But I'm just going to say, hey, look, when you're sober up, you're welcome to come back here, but you're interrupting the chat, and I'm going to have to kick you off for now. Well, it just, like last night's a perfect example. It ruined our fucking chat.
oh,
Yeah.
little Lou.
Yeah.
She was
But,
drunk.
what causes that is you see somebody in kind of a difficult time. Maybe they're depressed, they drank too much, and you're trying to like not make it any worse. And before you know it, 2 hours of the chat is ruined.
Yeah.
We're gonna live. We're not suicidal over this, but you could notice people dropping off as it went on
Mm-hmm.
because it was.
I was ready to go too. Yeah. No. Yeah. It reached a certain point. Yeah, when it disrupts our fun, I mean, and and we would laugh. What are you laughing at me? I mean,
Yeah, that's what.
yeah, it was. It
That's
just
exactly
ruined
right.
it.
No, it's a cousin to trolling. Are you laughing at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a first cousin to trolling. It has the same effect.
And then I wanted to apologize to everyone. I got a little annoyed last night because, she kept repeating the same thing and then interrupting us. And, I went off on her a little bit, but see, she was drunk. She didn't care. That's the one thing you can't talk to drunks. You can't, when someone's
Reason with them.
drunk, there's no getting through to them.
No,
We all know
exactly.
that.
The only
Yeah.
people that are going to be allowed to be shit-faced drunks are big-breasted young girls.
Aye.
Everybody else has to go.
Well, yeah, good luck, Tom. You're never going to get any big-breasted young girls.
You got to get them first, Tom.
Not
Oh, God.
yeah, no, I think it's what we just have to do. You know what I mean? It just fucks things up. How would you have handled it? How would you have handled it?
Same thing. I was going to come up and try and mix it up a little bit, but I was really, really tired last night, so I didn't make it up. I understand though that because she was a little hard to understand.
Yeah.
She was a little drunk and she was not really exciting.
Yeah. Well, I see Just My Opinion or whatever her name is. She said that she put it on closed captioning and it helped her understand her. But, I don't want to have to do. What am I going to get? A sign language fucking expert?
Oh, that's what I want to say. Well, it's just like, when you had that young girl on here about her horrible life. I mean, we're not psychiatrists, and you let her talk. Well, the next time she came back, it was the same thing. She started talking about her horrible life. I mean, we'll listen to people, the first time about, things, but if they keep coming back and it's the same shit, we're not counselors, we're not psychiatrists. I mean, because we all talk about stuff that's gone on with ourselves, but it's not the focal point every time we come on, except for me and Trump. Shit, I gotta stop that.
It's just a drag when someone comes on and just starts whining about the blues like that, or my dead sister.
I know.
It just blows the chat to shit. Everybody goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people start to leave.
Yeah, because we come on here to have a good time, to forget all our stupid ass problems we have.
Right.
I mean, I don't bring up my horrible life.
Right. Out of respect to people in the chat, who wants to hear this shit? Like, everybody knows there's a certain person that's having some medical complication. It's all handled tactfully. We're sympathetic. We all talk to her privately, but not on a fucking open chat about a serious health.
Right. Well, that's not for us to do. That's
right.
not.
That's exactly
that's very disrespectful.
No, you weren't booted, Rita. What are you talking about? Rita, why didn't you come on last night? God damn it. Go to the party store and get some more beer. Now, Rita's an exception. She's got a lifelong past to be drunk and high, and she's always welcome. But that takes a while to reach that level.
Well,
you have to be able to perform properly.
Right. You
got to say everything 3 times when you're making a point.
Oh yeah, that's Rita's touch.
Yeah.
That's Rita's touch.
Yeah, we've accepted it. Yeah.
And also,
we appreciate it though.
Yeah, we do. And also,
being appreciated and being blocked.
Right. And also, when I get drunk, I don't come on the panel. I just call Tom.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I get my fucking. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Task handedly, I rise to the occasion and listen. When Stephanie's drunk and calls, it's not a conversation. You're there to listen.
Did I talk about Trump?
Microphone's muted.
Oh, shit.
That's the kind of shit booze does to you.
Oh, I know, Tom. I'm good now for another year.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's nice to let loose like that once in a while.
I like to have a few too, but I can't seem to catch a good glow anymore on booze. I've been drinking these coolers, 5%, 6%, and I drink 4 of them and I don't feel anything.
Yeah, I know why. That's because you're like Jack and the Beanstalk with marijuana plants. How the fuck
Yeah.
is beer going to compete with that?
That's another story. Like, what are you saying? My tolerance is up?
Oh, big time.
Oh, probably, Mark.
Fuck yeah, man. Beer is just like, that was 40 years ago.
Yeah. I've matured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that, Daisy, and I noticed that if you're a drinker, I mean, even if you're just not a drunk, your alcohol consumption will go up over the years.
Yeah, but I'm not a drinker. I used to be. I used to drink beer every day after work when business was really busy and things were tense. But I don't anymore. I gave it up like 10 years ago, and I could drink the odd occasion.
Yeah.
And you would think I'd be able to have just a beer and catch a glow, but no, I have to have a few still.
Yeah, no
get
way.
Any bit of a buzz.
I went from regular beer to Dragon's Milk and from 1 to 2 to 3.
Yeah, Dragon's Milk is strong stuff. That's like 12% alcohol.
But I tell people, they say, do I like Coors Lights? Like, no, I don't have enough time to drink those.
That's right.
It takes fucking forever.
It does.
Because let's face it, man, you're drinking for the feeling because it doesn't taste that good. If it did, why doesn't non-alcoholic beer sell better?
No, you're drinking to catch a buzz. And the saying is, liquor is quicker.
Exactly.
Yeah, liquor is quicker. There ain't no shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got that hashed out.
Yeah, we did. The new rule.
Yeah. It's good.
All we have to do is, they don't even have to know. All Tom has to say is, we're going to take a vote.
Yep.
Time to vote, everybody.
Right.
Time to vote, yeah.
And then we're nice to them before they get kicked off and say, hey, look, you're just disruptive. You're killing the channel. When you sober up, please come back. And then I hit the kick from the studio button.
Yeah, I like to call them panel killers.
The panel killers, it's a good name for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna operate the show like the game of roller brawl from the movie. Everybody votes, and then Tom has a thumb, and the thumb is either up or down.
Yeah.
For the contestant.
Yeah. We don't want to blow too much time on him.
Yeah. You want Stephanie to shut up about politics?
No, I don't care about. I used to not talk about politics. But, if you're on long enough, arguing about politics is better than talking about some fucking stupid brownies you made today.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Why don't we just go fucking put a hidden microphone in the library and hear silence? Talk about it's fucking dialogue. You don't need like we said, Mark. Stephanie almost locked horns with Kathy about her political ideology, and then they caught themselves, checked it, and shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, because I really like Kathy, and I don't want some stupid, argument over politics to ruin, No, I won't. No, I won't do that because everyone has different views. So,
right.
Now, if I don't like you, yeah, maybe I will.
Like Robin.
You didn't like Little Lou so much last night, did you, Stephanie?
Well, it's not that I didn't like her, Mark. She came on and, she just kept drinking her rum and cokes and it was getting worse and then hard to understand. And then she started interrupting us. And then we tried to have a good time laughing with Michelle and the interruptions and stuff. It just kind of killed it and it just made me a little irritated.
Well, what really got it going, she called Trump, said he didn't look real, he looked plastic, and she called him Cheeto.
Yeah, but if I would have liked her, I would have laughed it off, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, it
Everybody
was
calls him
if
Cheeto.
it was a
Though.
Cheeto,
Everyone
like
calls him Cheeto.
I
Yeah.
mean, like
No.
I don't think that was actually something like different. I never heard that. Like I've heard a lot of stuff about Trump because when you're out there and you put yourself out there like how he does, you're gonna get
Oh
someone's
yeah,
gonna
and
say something about. I mean,
yeah,
that's just the
and
name.
yeah, and that was nothing new. I mean, if
Yeah.
anybody up here called him cheat, I would have laughed it off. But because she was annoying me, it just set me off. Plus, she's over in the UK, not even an American. So, yeah, yeah. So,
I
yeah.
really, what I noticed about American politics as opposed to other countries,
Uh
um,
huh.
you guys get really personal when you like dig at each other's political parties' families and
Oh
and
yeah.
personal habits and
Yeah.
physical looks and
Yeah.
everything. It's like a roast on either side. People
Well,
slinging
I think
shit at each other.
it's
Yeah.
different. It's different. I think if somebody tells Tom, like, makes fun of his hat, let's just say his hat, right? Then to where somebody personally attacks, like characteristically, or, do you know what I mean? I think there's a major difference when someone's like, oh, like says something like Cheeto compared to like, oh, I hate your policies and you would suck to be like there's a big difference,
Yeah,
I
right,
think,
right. That's
Right. Yeah.
with that, like, oh, okay, haha, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
So, I mean, she did us a favor. There's new rules. Won't happen again.
Yeah.
Even worse the next time.
Sure did. Yeah. Yep.
And I'll bet you money if she watched that chat from beginning to end, she'd be embarrassed.
I
Probably
don't know.
sober.
Maybe.
Maybe that's
She's
it.
she's going to be drunk all day too because of the funeral. Because she had to add that then after they're all going to get smashed.
Does that make sense to anybody on here to get drunk after a funeral?
Well,
Uh,
I went to a lot of funerals and they would have open bar. It would be like the reception would be at a place and then they would have open bar. A lot of people do drink after funeral. I mean, maybe not to like a crazy amount, but like I've
At the
been to
wake.
receptions. Yeah, no,
I
yeah,
don't get it
afterward.
though.
Yeah,
I don't get drinking after a funeral.
People
I
get
don't,
together.
but people do. I don't, but I mean, teach their own, like they would have open bars, whatever you wanted to drink, free. I mean, some people they get sad and it picks them up,
Funerals,
And it's,
they don't bother me a bit. I don't give a fuck. Hey, speaking of that, you remember do you remember this? Don't say yeah, just like you do remember it if you don't either, goddammit.
okay.
Remember I would talk about that old lady I knew in West Branch and I was going to have her down here. And, when I was back there, I should have visited her, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. And I always think, well, tomorrow, and I do have a kayak up there I got to get, and we'll be up there. Man, I checked the obituary. She died August 4th.
oh,
Now, is that the lady who had Daisy?
No.
Okay, then I don't know who it is.
No, the one that had Daisy used to blow me.
Oh,
Yeah, big difference.
yeah, big difference.
This was just an 82-year-old, nice older woman that, I was friends with and I liked her.
Uh-huh.
This is going to sound terrible, but I'm going to say it anyway. And
Okay.
Yeah. And the old airline pilot told me this when I was young. And it's true. When you get older in life and you're not sexually attracted to these women anymore, you find every excuse in the book not to get together. It's a big difference. And even when you were younger and they were attractive and you knew you weren't going to be doing anything with them, it still got you over there some kind of way. It's fucking weird. I think it's just human behavior. I mean, I'm not apologizing for it, but I notice it's obvious. It's weird, isn't it? And the airline pilot told me that when I was young. And he said, and he was right, I think. When you're just out there and you come from an area and you go back to visit, you tend to go visit the attractive ones subconsciously. Weird. If she would have been 40 with a rocking body, I'd have been there 100 times. But because she was 82 and widowed, and it was just so super fucking boring, I would just come up with every excuse in the world to stop by and just make a benevolent visit. I couldn't even stand a piece of pie and a coffee after a while. Does this make sense?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah.
well,
All I care
But
about.
then you aren't looking for, people to be friends with and stuff. Remember that old man that I had as a neighbor, Tom, and he was always asking me over there.
Yeah.
Uh, he was old like me, but I mean, I didn't want, to be his friend, or I didn't want nothing to happen about it. So, I went over there one time and that was it. It was like, no,
Yeah.
I don't.
The get-togethers seem like they never end.
Yeah, I didn't want to be friends with him. No.
If she needed something, I'd help her. But it's just when it was discretionary and I had time to stop over there, I didn't. And she's dead now. And I feel a little bit disappointed. But then I look in the mirror and I say, well, that's me.
Right.
Plenty of times to go. And, if the shoe fits, wear it.
I mean, you were nice to her, Tom. You were friends with her, and it's just that you had other things.
Tired of going over there.
You avoided it, I guess.
Yeah,
because
I did avoid it. I mean, if I was in a grocery store and saw one of these, Michelle's phone overheated, and saw one of these older ladies, I knew that I went down the other aisle, hope they didn't see me. Because I don't want to bullshit about just nothing for 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I know it. I've avoided people too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be in the mood.
You got to be in the mood. That's it.
Yeah. It's like, even coming on panels, if I'm not in the mood,
Yeah.
No,
You ever get that, Mark? That you'd like to bail on a panel early, but you just hang in there because you started it?
What, when I have my show on?
Yeah.
Lots of times. It's like, oh man, I don't really feel like doing this right now. What am I doing?
Yeah, right.
But, I always find that turns around pretty quick because it's a lot of fun to do. People come on, start chatting, and
that's why I say, like, why don't you do it on your channel tonight? Because that way I can, like, just sign off whenever I want.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can keep going.
Yeah, I mean, that's the...
There's an advantage to going on somebody's channel rather than having your own sometimes.
yeah.
For sure.
I
don't mind doing that.
Like I said, my reluctance in going on your channel sometimes is I think you got a following of certain people that want to hear music. They don't want to hear you and I talking.
Yeah,
right.
We discussed that, and it's not like that. People do like to hear the chat. And
yeah, they do.
don't.
But I've seen comments
really
before where people have, taken off, and it's because it wasn't what they were expecting. And what they were expecting would have been you critiquing and talking about music and songs.
Yeah, but people also, like, especially if you show up, people want to hear what you have to say. Or and a lot of times I get people on the chat saying, have so and so up on the panel, have so and so up on the panel. They want to hear sometimes dialogue. It's not always music.
How about this? Do you ever have panels and like you're an hour into them and you think, God damn, is this boring?
Not recently, no.
Okay.
No.
Have you ever had one?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
I mean, that's natural. I think that it's going to turn out like that. I've been doing it now for.
Do you have anybody that shows up on your chats that you say to yourself, oh, fuck?
Yeah.
Do you have any of those?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've discussed that before, too. I'm not going to just say any names now, of course, but, there's a couple of people that right now are
They'll ruin your chat.
not going on. No, they're not gonna, because they're just a drag.
Do you find a sense of pressure when you're on a live and the motherfucker's sitting there and his like shit's half toned because you haven't approved him to the chat and he's just sitting down there in the back room, whatever they call it?
No, I don't get pressure.
No, that's one knock I got against these social media platforms, and that I got to look at their dumbass keep trying to come up.
Yeah.
You think that once you block them, at least it should be good for 24 hours.
Yeah. No,
That doesn't bother you?
Yeah, no, I just ignore it.
Oh, okay.
Like the other day, no, never mind. That's okay. But it's just one of those things that, especially if the person's a real jerk.
Yeah.
So what if they sit in the back room waiting to come up? You didn't invite them up in the first place anyway. So
Right. You see, I
let 'em
think
be.
that is the downside with posting the link sometimes, as opposed to emailing it to people.
Yeah, everybody can use the link and come up and
Yeah.
crowd the
Have
back
you got
room.
been porn bombed yet?
Never. I haven't really been trolled too much. Like I've got people come on say really stupid things, and I usually counter with something equally stupid, and then usually they leave or get a laugh out of them. Or I've had mods before get rid of people too.
Yeah. Have you ever modded anybody you wish you didn't?
No, everybody's been great.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I haven't even blocked anybody. Oh yeah, I blocked 2 people actually, and that's all I've ever blocked. I haven't had to.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a different sort of experience what I do with the music and it's constant music playing and people chatting in the side chat, as opposed to just a straight chat dialogue where um it's used to people coming and going and coming in, and you're going to get more undesirables and people that are just a drag to listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, guys, Tom, if I leave, I'm waiting for a phone call. I'll be back. I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got a psychiatric appointment today?
No, more drama in the family.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
Makes sense then.
Oh, yeah. But I wish, yeah,
Stephanie is an unsung hero on the family tree.
Thank you, Tom.
Keeps the whole thing going. No credit.
I try. I'm the middleman, they call you. I call myself the middleman.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, I should be drinking every day, Tom.
No,
Jesus.
You earned it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have any relatives left. Just a nephew I'll probably never talk to, which is fine with me.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame you. The problem is, my family's so small too. So, if you had a big family, you could disown some of them,
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I know. But then people like panels that change it up too, Mark. I think that's why I think they like to hear your music, and then they do like to hear you have a panel sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to do one at least once a week, and
Yeah.
You should have Kathy on there more.
Yeah,
Oh, Kathy is a chick, man. I love talking to her.
Yeah.
I like her because she's kind of like me. She's got her opinion, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, she is. She's a lot like you.
Yeah. No swaying her opinion. Yeah, I like that about her.
Right. She didn't fuck around.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that.
Now, are you playing tomorrow?
Yeah, I got a gig tomorrow night.
You don't seem too excited about it like usually.
Oh no, I'm really excited about it. I love playing. I mean, it's just great. I mean, you you show up, you play, you can uh, we improv with what we'll be doing tomorrow. It's an acoustic gig I'm doing tomorrow with two other guys in the band, the bass player and the lead guitarist, and we'll be playing acoustic songs, and we'll be improvising a lot,
So what
which is
kind
a
of
lot of
venue is
fun.
that? Hey, Bluff. What kind of venue is
It's
that?
it's one of the venues our regular venues that we play at,
Yeah.
the golf course one, and it's there's a we're actually going to be in the tap house tomorrow. There's
Is it a
it's a
lower
huge
rate they get
concert
you for? Do they get you cheaper?
for the three of us. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's all about. You
Right.
know,
Hey,
it's
what any of those places that you played, other than the boat, is there a cover charge?
everything pretty
Really?
much. Yeah,
What are they getting people for a
everywhere.
cover charge over there?
It can range from 10 to 15 to 20.
Wow. So they're paying to listen to music.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
makes sense because you, in this day and age, you couldn't afford to pay a band based on your profit on drinks.
that's
Making no
right.
money on it.
I mean, people are, especially with new campaigns with drinking and driving and shit, people are just having one or two
Yeah.
and nursing them, and watching the band.
Yeah. Yep. Makes sense. Are they
So you got
really
to
on
charge
that
to
shit,
cover.
drinking and driving over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Everywhere, I think now.
Yeah,
It's not
everywhere.
like
Yeah.
it was back in the 80s, 70s.
Do you guys have Mothers Against Drunk Drivers chapters?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
big time.
Cool. And if somebody gets tanked at one of those venues, can they get an Uber home or a taxi or something?
Yeah, the patrons are always mindful of that, and because they can get into a lot of shit if
Yeah.
someone gets hurt
Right.
on the way
Yeah.
home or causes
Yeah.
major
Yep.
damage,
Ram
whatever.
shot, they call it over here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, and so they're always on the watch. The waitresses are on the watch. They will report back, and they'll find a ride home for the guy.
Oh, I got you.
And the one venue I'm playing, where I'm playing tomorrow, it's freaking pitch black when you get out of there at night. You can't see the road. You can't see hardly anything. It's in the
Right.
middle of nowhere.
Hey, is that really Kathy on here?
No.
Yeah, get rid of her.
Oh, hold on. Is that you, Cappy?
Yeah.
Oh, it is her.
All right.
Oh, she's fucking around.
All right. Goddamn troll.
Troll.
Yeah, tell her to come on more often. So she's got just pirate radio. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's the other channel I have. When I get into trouble with this channel, I can bounce over to it.
Yeah, have they backed off that a little bit with you?
Yeah, it's been pretty good lately. I haven't really
Okay.
been like after 2 hours they shut me down every night. Yeah, they put that black screen where it says stream shut down because of copyright violations.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
that lasts for about, I don't know, 3 minutes. And then I come
Okay.
back on again, and I can choose to play non-copyright music after that, which I have quite a bit of now.
Yeah.
Or I can just call it a night, which I
But
do a lot of times.
when you're playing non-copyright music, I mean, there's not too much to talk about. It's nobody's favorite song. They've probably never heard it before.
I play covers.
Oh,
Like I'll
cover.
take, yeah, like I'll play some of my band covers,
Yeah.
and now that I have some, and
Yeah.
or I'll try and look into YouTube for smaller channels that have garage bands that do
Yeah.
covers of songs, and I'll try and do that for a while.
Oh,
But I don't
okay.
do
Oh,
that
that's
too
a good
often.
idea.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the karaoke?
Still working on it, Tom. I got two feelers out for people that are going to email me back with the information I need of what programs I need. So I'm just waiting back. I sent out a couple of emails last night.
Oh, okay.
I sent them out to one girl I know that does karaoke written lately, and hers is really neat. I mean, it looks like a Zoom screen, and everybody's clear, and no problems with it.
Oh, gotcha. Well, good.
Yeah, I don't want it to be shitty sounding, you know.
Yeah. Are there any songs your band plays that you think they shouldn't?
Yeah, there's a couple they got to retire, and I've been talking to them about it. But again, I'm a new guy, right? I can't give
Right.
them any
Yeah.
weight.
Smart enough to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
can reason with. They're reasonable though. Like if there's a good reason to not do a song, then then we won't.
Yeah.
But I'm more about introducing new songs and to
Oh
do, and they
God,
forget
no.
about those
Originals,
older
not fucking
shittier.
originals, I hope.
No, we're not. This band
Jesus
doesn't do
fucking
originals.
Christ. There's nothing worse than that.
It bores a lot of people.
Oh, fucking A, man. I order another shot and a beer when they say they're about ready to play an original. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're good.
Ah, fuck. If they were good, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah, well, start somewhere else on your originals. Put my earplugs in. Stephanie, do you give a
Yeah.
fuck about that, or do you like to hear originals?
No, I don't like to listen to originals. The only originals I like to watch is like on American Idol or X Factor. I like those singing shows.
But I think that's just stuck in the craw of every musician, that they got to get this bullshit out there to show you how talented they are. That they're more than a cover band.
Well, the thing is, if a band is playing original in a dive bar, nothing's going to come of it anyway.
Thank you.
And yeah, and people want, they're in a bar drinking, they want to hear songs they know so they can dance and sing along. And yeah.
I mean, you want to ruin your channel? Just do karaoke with non-copyrighted songs.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna kill
Well,
you.
as long as Mark has the lyrics up there, they're not gonna strike his channel, so he'll be okay.
Okay, I'm not worried.
Fucking weird. Well, we'll show these motherfuckers and they hear our voices. I wish they did.
Oh, they already heard my horrible voice.
Yeah, but we're gonna go full steam.
Full throttle.
Yeah. We're gonna get Impulov to come on there and do an Iggy Pop.
Yeah, Iggy Pop.
Yeah. Now, is it just me, or I think he looks like him? Do you, Mark?
I think so too.
Yeah, he does a little.
Kind of.
He's got to get him to take his shirt off.
Yeah, he's got to have the shirt off, and he's got to have the hair flowing.
It'll be a super confidence booster for you. That you actually can be a famous musician, an impersonator. None of us can.
No.
It'll be great. It'll be so awesome.
If you're interested, James, call me and we'll talk about making a cover band.
He's interested, all right.
Yeah.
He's a risk taker.
Iggy Pop cover band.
Yeah. What was the name of that Iggy Pop and the what? They called themselves something. Do you remember? The Stooges.
No. Oh, that's right. The Stooges.
Yeah, Stooges. That's right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. James. Oh, he said he's also named James Iggy Pop.
Oh, cool.
What are the chances?
Really?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that'd be great. Yeah, we could do karaoke. Yeah, that'd be good. Real singer impersonators. And you look when you go on YouTube. There are so many cover bands out there that their cover of a famous song is sometimes better than the original person that sang it.
I've heard that a few times.
I'll tell you who you'd be good, Mark, singing Neil Young.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing one for karaoke, actually, down by the river.
Yeah, you'd be good at that one. Or how about Cinnamon Girl?
That's a good song.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. I see that's I do think he was an exceptional songwriter.
Oh, Neil Young?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But he's so creeper looking now. He looks like the guy in a Halloween movie to me.
Yeah, he's old, so old.
That's your fellow Canadian.
He sure is. He's from Toronto. Born.
At least
born
Gordon
in Toronto.
Lightfoot, he stayed in Canada. He didn't move to LA like the rest of them, Joni Mitchell included.
Yeah, that's true.
Where did he live? Do you know, Gordon Lightfoot?
Yeah. Oh, Gordon Lightfoot. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Probably.
Who he left his money to?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think Gordon Lightfoot lived in Aurelia because he loved it there and he played there a lot.
Oh, okay.
And I heard that he lived just a little north of Toronto.
I looked through a book one time that it was a book of his lyrics. He couldn't spell for shit. Was he a high
Really?
school dropout?
Probably.
Yeah.
He was a young. His folks groomed him to be a musician from the age of 12 to be
Oh,
a
really?
performing musician. Yeah. His first hit was when he was 18. He I forget what song it was. It might have been Early Morning Rain or something like that. It was one of
Yeah.
his bigger hits. He wrote when he was quite young. And then he never looked back after that. He had just as the years went by, he would be defined by the different hits that he came out with.
Yeah. A guy that will be singing songs like those now. All of them, Harry Chapin, him, a bunch of them, John Denver. I don't even think there's a place where you could play those songs. Music's changed so much.
Yeah. I mean, people still like hearing them in venues, and like if we pulled out Time in the Bottle, people would probably love that. And people would get, especially the older ones that they recognize from their youth and years back, they love to they get all quiet and they all listen and get right into it.
Time in a Bottle. They
Time
don't,
in a
for some
Bottle.
reason though, they don't play his songs on the radio very often, even on light channels. I don't know why. And if you look at YouTube, not that it's everything, but nobody plays his songs for shit.
Oh, Jim Croce?
Yeah.
Yeah, God, Time in a Bottle. That's an oldie. I haven't thought of that song.
Leroy Brown.
Oh, Leroy Brown. Yeah.
He's got a son named A.K.
Yeah, he does.
Croce, and
Not
he's
worth
pretty
it,
talented.
Yeah, but I mean, all these famous guys' sons don't do shit.
Yeah, he doesn't write. He hasn't written anything effective or anything huge.
No, but they can't even fill half of a fucking shitty casino. David Crosby's kid. Fucking Art Garfunkel's kid. I could go on and on. Eddie Van Halen's bassist son. They ain't worth shit. And who else is? A couple of these folk singers like Jewel or Alana Morissette, they got kids out there that aren't worth a fuck either.
Yeah, and then a lot of the has-beens are at the casinos now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's has-beens as much as the demographic shifts.
Oh.
I mean, you're still pretty damn good if the last hit you had was 40 years ago and it's hard to get a ticket at a casino. Like an example, America, the group America, Tin Man, Horse with No Name.
Yep.
I'd go see them.
I'd
go see Firefall. I'd go see Ambrosia.
Sister Longhair. What else?
Yeah.
America have?
I liked America. It was kind of bubblegum.
Playing at a casino is no slouch. I mean,
no, I know. Yeah,
those venues hold 3,000 to 5,000 a lot of times.
They still get 10 grand for 2 hours work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But some of these people, I'll tell you, I mean, I hate to be critical, but I will be. But Daryl Hall, man, god damn, he's terrible now.
You think?
I know you keep talking about him. You do not like him, Tom.
No, but it's just listen to him like the ones done in the last few months. It just seems so bubblegum. And John Oates, I mean, what is he fucking thinking? Does anybody go see him? He's the kind of tickets that you get when you buy an 8-pack of Dr. Pepper.
How old are they?
They're like 80, 78, 82.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And they're both trying. There's got to be something that just morphs your ego and And you're going to be in that damn thing till you're on a ventilator like Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
I mean, they both have had massive plastic surgery. Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Really?
It's obvious with Daryl Hall.
Yeah. That Planet of the Apes hairdo's got to go, though.
Yeah.
John Oates actually looks pretty good. He doesn't look, he's only about 3 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a real little guy. He seems like a hell of a nice guy. But I just can't imagine anybody going to see him. He didn't do shit. Strung Daryl's guitar, got his lunch, and Daryl allowed him to tag along.
There was a lot of little guys in rock and roll that and people
lots.
never realized.
The damn AC/DC guys. Billy Joel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bobby
Stevie
Benton.
Ray Vaughan was a little guy.
Oh, he
Roger
was.
Daltrey from The Who, the lead singer from
little
The Who.
guy,
He's a little fella.
I still can't quite come up with what I would say is a satisfactory opinion of The Who. They just seem to be like redheaded stepchildren.
No, man. You weren't listening to the right music from them. They had
How
a
come they
period.
didn't sell better then?
They did. Are you kidding?
No, they
For a
didn't.
while
Not compared to the other groups of their era.
in the 70s and in the 70s,
no.
they were one of the groups to see. They
Yeah,
sold out everywhere they went.
No,
Look
but
what
you
happened
look-
in Cincinnati. With
Yeah,
the
but you look at, how you can go on Wikipedia?
yeah.
You go on Wikipedia and look at them, and and even now, I'm not saying this is a valid way of gauging an artist, but there is a relationship to how many people watch you and how good you are. I mean, there just fucking is. And you go on YouTube, nobody watches fucking Who. Now, people will say that him getting caught with that child porn did it, but I thought they were semi-unpopular way before that.
Yeah, well, he explained that, and he got and whatever
He got fucking
happened.
charged with it too.
No, he didn't get charged. They
did.
let him off.
No, they didn't.
I heard they let him off.
No. He had to. No, there was a consequence to that. He didn't get what he should have got, but that fucked his damn reputation up.
Yeah, well,
he got some kind of. He got in trouble for that shit.
I hope he got something because.
But he said that he was like molested as a kid or something.
And he was researching it.
Right.
Yeah, I remember.
I got to look that up too. But something happened to him because he was fucking ostracized by the entertainment world for quite a while. And it isn't because nothing happened. I got to look it up. Does anybody else know that? I think he's a really super bright guy, but he seems like a tormented soul to me. Yeah, he was given. He got police caution. He was put on the sex registry for 5 years.
Most of the best artists are like the tortured people. That's why people love him so much. I'm not sure if you've ever realized, like
Jim Morrison.
Yeah. Oh, Jim Morrison. Who didn't like him?
Yeah, you liked him because of the way he looked.
No, I like his songs, man. I like Jim Morrison.
I like the Doors, but man, if you listen to their songs, that's kind of like
there's a couple
bare
that
bones lyrics, like just pounding on a damn keyboard and screaming. It's not like Elton John, Bernie Taupin shit.
That play instruments.
Different style.
It's just like the fucking Leonard Skinner. It's like bankruptcies and tits, tattoos on both tits. Total white trash.
Redneck. Big time.
Yeah, I mean, but that's kind of how they were. Jacksonville, Florida, redneck.
Yeah.
They say he had a phenomenal memory. You know who else had a phenomenal memory? Biggie, the rapper. And they say that Eminem, too. He just seems too fucking stupid to have a memory, but if they say it's true, it probably is. His memory is phenomenal. When you listen to these rappers do a 2-hour concert and they're not looking at a damn teleprompter, that's impressive.
I mean, there's a lot of rehearsing.
It's
not just like they go out there and like most of them write their own songs, and then if not, they're rehearsing for hours.
Yeah, he did. He pissed on people, didn't he, Morrison?
Did he really?
Yeah.
I know he took his wang out a few times.
Yeah, he
Got
did. Yeah,
arrested for
he
it.
did. I was at a Naughty by Nature concert one time. They were there with SWV in Detroit, and he pissed on the crowd.
Wow.
And they got charged with it. You know, some kind of like weird assault.
There
You
was
know, you're all
a chick.
fucked up.
There was a chick band, and the leader of the chick band threw a used tampon out at the crowd.
Oh my God, who was that? Probably that bitch that killed Kurt Cobain.
No, it wasn't Hole. It was another
Oh,
band, European band.
Yeah, that was a good band. Hey Jennifer, that was a good. She was a talented person, crazy as hell. I
Hole?
mean, she'd drive you fucking nuts. You know?
Yeah.
Courtney Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet she was a beast in bed.
Could
That's
be.
what guys really want. Women, if you're out there listening, you're still hoping for a romantic relationship for its tits up. Pay attention to Courtney Love, just a beast.
I have to admit, I bet she was.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was no boundaries. You know, that's the
Right.
latest trend in therapy now that they're throwing out with everybody. You gotta set boundaries.
Oh, healthy boundaries.
Yeah, healthy boundaries. Yeah, that's the new buzzword.
Healthy
You got to
boundaries.
draw a line in the sand. The people you let in and the people you don't in your life.
I've
think
known
there's-
so many different people. Like, maybe I've met so many different people, and I just have to say that everyone's just kind of the same. Like, no matter what background you come from and everything, you know, I mean, I've had friends who've had a lot of money. I've had friends who don't have a lot of money. I don't know. It's really,
You're saying they're the same.
yeah, we're all the same.
I mean, maybe anatomically.
No, we're all the same with wants, needs, like whatever. Like, I think everybody, how you go about how people go about things are differently, like in society. But I mean, when it comes to what's deep down and in your core, you know, it's all the same.
Like if you had to like say 100%, if you had to like grade your life as far as a happiness scale, where it's at now, what would you give yourself, Michelle? Percentage wise?
For happiness?
Yeah, 100 was the tops and 0 was the bottom. Where would you peg it about? We're not going to hold you to it.
I don't know. That's
You know, goddammit. What is it? Say it.
It's a difficult.
How about you, Mark? Where'd you put yours?
High 80s.
Yeah, okay. That's what I would have guessed from you. Stephanie?
Oh, God, Tom, at this point in my life, I'd probably say 50%,
Yeah.
half
okay.
and half.
Yeah. I'd put mine at about 55.
Yeah.
But is this something you can change and bring that number up?
No, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, I know. People say that. In fact,
How?
Tribbles made a comment in the chat that you got to learn your troubles and work on them. Well, you know what? Sometimes it's easier said than done.
Yeah,
Some
like
things
not
are
everything
very
is
a challenge.
not everything is you can control in life. You can't.
Exactly, Michelle. You know, yeah. Especially, you know, when you have, you know, problems in your family. Well, that's not in my control.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, you don't disown your family. I mean, come on.
I did.
Well, I know, Tom, but I couldn't do that.
Oh, fuck.
Just
no
to make
problem.
myself, no. So, you know, sometimes, yeah, it's a lot harder than people think.
Not with me, it wasn't. See, Michelle,
No.
people aren't the same.
There's things that she's right. Like, there's things in life that you can control,
Hey,
right?
hippie chick.
There are things in life that you can control, but there's things in life that is just you can't control everything. You really can't. Because if you could, if everybody could, your life would be happy, amazing every day, all day long.
No, but I think
Right.
it's a moving target. These California, these Hollywood good-looking actors, they all self-disintegrate. All sorts of sex and money and 10 homes and jets, and they're still fucking up.
Well, that's because of their lifestyle that they choose. Like, I mean, if you,
Yeah, but it's fun shit.
I'm not saying, hey, what's fun to one person might not be fun to another person. Like, I mean, your idea of
No.
fun and my idea of fun might be two different things.
Oh, you got that for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
like Mark's idea of fun is freaking rocking out to his music. You know, like you don't do that. So it's like everybody's idea of fun and what they find fun is.
Yeah. You believe with that, Mark? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, everybody has different tastes, and what's good for the goose is not necessarily good for the gander.
Right. But I say happiness is a moving target. So it may be, you may get close for a while, but there it goes again. It's like a greased
I
pig.
mean, if you're
Happiness is a feeling, though, too.
Yeah, it is.
You feel happy,
It's a presence of mind.
right? So, I mean,
like, when I first bought this place and we moved out to this new city, I was a little bummed out because it was a little slow at first finding people to play music with around here.
Yeah.
And then I didn't let that discourage me. I did what I had to do to find players. And now I got lots of people to play with. I'm in a working band and life's good because I took the initiative to change it and to make it a little bit better.
right. Oh, yeah. Like, you can, like, there's things that you can change in your life to make it better. And then there's things that are just,
You can't,
you
of
can't
course.
control everything.
And that's why I'm rating as just high 80s because, every life's not perfect. There's things we all struggle with.
Yeah. It just kind of gets you sometimes, though, and you're along for the ride. You ever felt like your life's been out of control?
I'm sure everybody has at one point in their lives.
I don't think Mark has. He's shaking his head no.
No.
I can't remember when I haven't had control. Oh, maybe when I was medical reasons, when I was in the care of the hospital and under on a ventilator and being in.
How about when you were
taken care
laying
of
the
by
pipe
nurses?
to those two sisters camping?
That was I think I had control of the
Yeah,
situation.
that's my man. Yeah, right. Well, that's how you'll be able to always see if you have dementia or not. When you start forgetting that, there's major brain issues.
Yeah, something you don't want to forget.
Right on, man. I'll know for sure you're toast then.
But you know what? In that situation, I was seduced. I wasn't
you
doing the seducing.
fucker. Oh God, boy, isn't that something? Almost seems like it's impossible at this stage of life, doesn't it?
I guess. I mean,
Yeah. God damn.
to be young again and to do those things, I mean,
Oh, fucking
is
A. You ever figure out what happened to those girls? They're probably both weigh about 400 now.
well, my brother would know because they were closer to him. But
How could you be closer?
they
Bang,
he lived. They were. I was. This all happened in Alberta, and I was out working for a year with my brother, and working in construction in Calgary.
Oh.
And the one girl was an old girlfriend of my brother's, and the other was her sister. And we all went camping one day, and we were. It was late at night, and there was just three of us left, and one thing led to another, and things happen.
Yeah, now that had to have been a day when you were above the 80s of happiness.
I guess. I mean,
we pegged that meter right out at 100%. I bet. I mean, you're just pinching yourself, wondering if this is real.
It felt good. I mean, I'm not going to deny it.
God damn. It's the biggest fantasy out there for a straight male. I'm happy for you. That's a fond memory.
Yeah.
Good for you. Fucking A. Those are far and few between. Stephanie had a shot at a threesome and she didn't do it, and she's regretted it ever since. Right, Steph?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was with two men. It wasn't
I
with
know, 2 men.
two women. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's that brainwashing you got when you were young that kept you from doing it. Then you get old and you get smart and you figure out how the world works and you think, man, did I fuck up? I should have done that. Nothing worse than regrets. I don't have any regrets, I really don't. I just let it flow. I'm not rehashing something that wasn't favorable to me.
You can't change the past, so there's no use stewing over it.
You can't. Sure can't, man. It's just stupid even thinking about it. I don't dwell on too much of that shit. Sometimes I do, but not like I used to.
No, it'll drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Worrying about shit you can't control.
Right. Yeah, I know. You get so much smarter as you get older.
This is true. This is true.
Wisdom. There's a lot of books written about it. People in a tree, Old Mother Hubbard, all this shit. I mean, it's just been going on since day one. With age comes wisdom. But your opportunities dwindle to nothing. Right about the time you figure it all out, your options are over. It's weird. It's one of those conundrums of living.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
I wasn't expecting this when I was younger. Nobody warned me that my biggest thing is the body hurting. Everything hurts. I could try and do some work around the house, and at the end of the day, I freaking hurt, man.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like every day I feel like I've worked out. Every day I feel like I've worked out and I haven't.
Yeah, I know it a little bit.
Horrible.
I mean, I get out of, I'm still fucking around with my book, so I got my mattress on the floor. I'm about ready to get a block and tackle and hang it from the ceiling so I can get off that motherfucker.
It's a drag sleeping on the ground.
Oh, yeah, man. It requires a push-up.
Yeah, to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, I know.
Now, it gets easier as you go higher. Like you got the box spring, which I don't because I got that up against the wall. But I'll have to go to the bathroom. I'll wake up at 3 and stuff. I'd rather piss my pants and try and get out of this bed on the floor.
Just roll off the bed, roll down the hall till you get
but
to
I got
bathroom.
concrete. I got polished concrete floors. If it's carpet, I would. Yeah, that's what I do. I roll over kind of like and then stand up. Still.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, I remember the last time we were camping, that was the drag part of sleeping on the ground, getting up.
I hate camping. You know one thing I don't like
about
camping?
I'll never do it again.
Especially if you camp like with women. I don't like seeing them like not take showers and stuff.
That's what the lake's for, though, Tom.
Yeah, it's not the same though. I don't want to see like women like with no makeup and sweaty in a tent next to me.
Really?
No.
You gotta be all prepared for Tom, okay, ladies?
Yeah.
I'll carry around a generator and a damn one of those lit up mirrors they can look in.
Yeah, the mirrors with all the lights around them.
Yeah, you're gonna do it or you're not going camping, Stephanie.
Oh God, Tom. No, I need to open up your eyes. Wake up to reality, Tom. Jesus.
What was that magazine like? Like when I was in college, there were girls were like that Mother Earth shit. Kind of like that. Just living on the earth, composting, those kind of women. I mean, it could have been knockouts, but instead they went that route. Composting, not a lot of makeup. Like earthy. I don't like.
Yeah, that. Like flower children.
Yeah, flower children. I didn't want that. Avoided it like the plague. I see these couples like these astronauts. You go up there, like there's something with their rockets are fucked up. They don't want to bring them back yet at that space station. And there's a guy and a girl up there. And I think if I was up there, all I'd be thinking about for those 3 months is her not taking a shower.
Yeah, it's not like that though. They do. They do. They got that all rigged up that they do clean themselves.
I thought it was like some sponge bath type bullshit.
No, they have showers, but I mean, usually you have to go miles to get to a shower.
No, I'm talking about in the spaceship.
Oh, I don't know what they do in the spaceship.
I think they like crap in a tube and shit.
I'd
They
be
have-
thinking about him not taking a shower. How's that?
That's different.
You know, those astronauts, they got it tough. They went up for 4 days and they're up there for 8 days and they're up there for 6 months stuck.
Oh,
Tomorrow
is it that much difference?
till February. And
Holy
tomorrow their spaceship goes home without them. And they're
Yeah,
left that.
I didn't
Imagine the
realize the
psychological
time is-
feeling of that.
No.
That would be terrible to see
Yeah, it would
that. And
You're
you
not
got to be
kidding.
really professional and really
Yeah.
on your, have a good grip on yourself to put up
Why are
with
they
that.
sending it back without them on it? See if it blows up or not?
I'm not sure. It's because it's not safe. Something about it's not safe for them for it to
Yeah.
travel with people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they must. I bet you too. I bet you when you're up there, you'd like do like liquid diets and stuff.
Yeah.
You're not crapping out any filet mignon 19-inch turds in a
Well, they
tube.
have to. Didn't they have like all the dried, like everything had to be
Yeah, that's
dried
what I
or
think,
whatever
yeah.
too? I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, it's very limited what you can eat and drink.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You just have to keep professional. That's what they call it, professional. You're about ready to go crazy
Yeah.
up there. That's probably
Yep.
why they do all those psychological tests and shit. I mean, in a way, you got to be kind of a weirdo to put up with that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't do it.
It'd be cool seeing the Earth and all that, and how it looks with the sun and all that. But after about 100 times of that, you just want to get out of there.
Right.
And I'd love to know, like, you're keeping tabs on stuff. I mean, they've been doing this shit forever. I mean, what are they finding out now that we don't already know?
As far as what they're researching,
Yeah. I mean, what's fucking left? You're up there. There's fucking no oxygen. You're spinning around the Earth. Been doing it forever.
they're doing a lot of tests. I know because they're working on the puzzle of getting people to Mars eventually.
Oh, yeah. It's
And,
just stupid. For what? No oxygen and just nothing but a big rock and no water?
Yeah. Oh no, the physiological implications and ramifications of having someone living on Mars, on a planet like Mars, are immense. I mean, if you have children, like have a colony up there where you start having children and
Oh, my God. It's crazy.
and all that. Those children can never come to Earth. You can never come back to Earth because your body is used to the zero gravity environment, and you just can't hold yourself up. You don't have the muscles, and I think the bone structure too.
No,
to
I know
come back
that
to it.
that when, like, John Glenn couldn't even stand up when he got back.
That's right.
Yeah. That shit doesn't really interest me that much. I think it's like insanity. Who gives a fuck what's
Well,
on?
it's amazing to watch, though, and it's
Yeah,
amazing
no.
to
How
think.
they thought that shit up.
Yeah,
It takes fucking
and
20 years to get there. Some
something like
crazy-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, nuts, man.
See, it's not when you take off from Earth, you gotta time it so when you get to Mars, Mars has to be there. So
Right.
it has
Yeah, you're right.
you have
Yeah.
to do the whole thing,
Yeah.
and then it's like I think it's a push from like it's not accelerating engines all the way. It's a
No.
push,
Yeah.
and then it's then you float to Mars, and then Mars
Yeah.
gravity will slowly pull you in.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. And they still get clouds and stuff up there different than ours. Like, you just don't go like landing there just because you showed up that day. It might be a week later. Dust storms and weird shit.
Yeah, they get some real weird shit like Mercury rainstorms or something
Yeah.
like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool though, like, landing
It
on the
would be.
moon and stuff like that.
well,
I mean,
that's
that's
what
pretty
they're-
damn impressive. And all that stuff's man-made.
Yeah, it's what.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think they want to get up there so they can start I haven't really read anything definitive about what minerals are in those planets. Like, is there a bunch of gold and silver and titanium and shit like that?
On the
Alloy?
moon?
Yeah. Anyway, any of these planets, they have any precious metal deposits?
You know where the precious metals they're finding are on these meteorites that are floating
No, I
around.
thought those were almost all nickel.
No, I'm hearing gold and other minerals on some of them that they're talking about mining. They're finding them in individual that they're coming from other celestial bodies, and they have like trillions of dollars of precious metals on them.
Huh. I had some of those
It's
Secoit Allen meteorites. 1947, the biggest fall ever, like 33 tons in Russia. I had a
neat.
couple big ones, but
Neat.
it was mainly composed of nickel. The real
Well,
valuable ones are like from the moon and like faraway places. That you can actually go on eBay right now and find the ones I had all over the place.
that's from the 1912 Russian meteor storm,
No,
where
1947, Secoit
was
Allen
it?
mountain range in Russia.
Oh, okay. Is that the one where like
S-I-K-O-T-H, I think. Allen, A-L-I-N.
miles of trees were leveled and
Yeah, yep. Like
yeah,
33
yeah, I heard
tons.
about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know those rocks that they brought, they bring back when they go to those places. They brought back a bunch of rocks on the moon. I know those are like crazy dollar amounts.
Well, you can actually get them.
No, you can't. But I mean, once in a while, they do get things that originated from the moon and they go like for crazy. Like if a meteorite hit on this property, a big one, it'd be like crazy money. You get the whole world wanting a piece of it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, when I do those GoPro things at night, if you look close, there's meteors almost on every movie. They're flying around all the time at night.
Yeah, I've seen them before.
One knock I got on the GoPros is like when I'm piecing those together, like let's say 4 hours of time lapse, I see a lot more meteorites than you see as a final product uploaded on a video because of the resolution of the screen, where the GoPro enhances that. Sometimes I'll look at them on the GoPro when I'm out there fucking around, and I'll think, wow, this is great. And then you get back and they're just too faint once they're compressed and uploaded in a video file to YouTube. It just looks like dark sky. Yeah. But if they look like they did when I play them back in the camera itself, it's like pretty damn neat. They're flying around all the time, all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you look at the distance, the amount of sky you can see at night and how fast they're going. They got to be going like 10,000 miles an hour or some shit like that.
Easy, for sure.
No, Dakota. Nope. Yeah, it's fascinating, though. I mean, I do think it's thought-provoking. I love looking at sunrises. I mean, I get just as excited on a moonrise or a sunrise as the first time I ever saw it. My whole life, I never really took it for granted. Every time I see it, I'll pull over and like, wow, man, this is so cool. I'm seeing this shit. And these Jupiter, they got like 3 moons, 9 moons, and some of these planets are flying all over. Imagine that. Just like 3 moons rising, different places.
Yeah, it'd be decent to see.
Cool. It's just crazy it's just crazy how these planets can revolve around the sun with just nothing holding them, just like floating in a circle. And just it's crazy, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's fascinating.
God. Yeah, it's just to think about it. And you look back at like these early Greek astrologists and stuff, astronomy professors, they figured a lot of this shit out. And you still got channels on YouTube. They think the Earth's flat. Flat Earth.
No, you look at some of the maps that Copernicus drew and Galileo, and just their minds must have been ahead of other people's minds at that time for them to fathom and to grasp the situation, to understand it in such a way.
I know. It's really interesting. They're going to find out. I mean, as time goes on, they're doing it already with science anyway, as far as the dates of things and the age of the Earth. I mean, the Christians are already super way off on that. I mean, science is slowly disproving a lot of Genesis.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Then what are they going to believe in?
I don't know where it's going to go. One day, religion, as we know it, is going to be a lot different.
It already is. The churches have little to no power anymore.
It's true compared to what they had 150 years ago.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, yeah.
And
But you just like think about like Mars and Jupiter and how big they are, and how only of all this stuff floating around out there, it's just only one has an atmosphere you can live in, and we're in it. Do you think there's life somewhere out there, somewhere else?
well,
Of course.
the theory, I mean, because it's a never-ending, it's infinitive. There has to be, the
Exactly.
circumstances have to be recreating themselves somewhere where there's
Yeah.
a sustainable planet out there. But it where and how far, who knows?
Well, do you think space ends?
No, I can't see that happening because what's behind that wall when it ends? A solid block? I mean, it has to go on forever. There cannot be an ending because there has to be something after it.
I guess here James will tell us.
Tell us, James. We have to know.
Yeah. James, where are you?
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
getting his telescope out.
yeah, maybe.
No, I think it's definitely thought provoking, though.
Yeah. And it's great now. I mean, they're taking more and more pictures further out.
Yeah,
And
I know.
we're
Yeah.
discovering more and more of these different things going on. And I think it's just a great era to be in right now.
But don't you think that we would have had a little tidbit of something as far as what Stephanie thinks that there's life somewhere by now? I mean, they're already like getting radio signals from 170 million light years away, and it's nothing, just a flat line.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was generated by something that's probably not from a being, but more artificial.
Yeah.
And I think that if there is other other life out there, it's very far away, and they don't know we exist at this point. There's nobody watching us. There's nobody been by recently and
Yeah, same thing I think.
visited us.
Stephanie, do you think that way?
What?
That what Mark said, that you say there's life out there somewhere, but what do you base it on?
Just that it would be ridiculous not to think there wasn't, that we're the only planet in infinity that has life.
It would be arrogant to think that way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sure there is. I mean, billions and billions and billions of miles away. I mean, come on, think about it.
I mean, you know what? Put it this way. It might not be the exact same circumstances as Earth, like as far as our oxygen levels and whatever mineral levels and everything, but it'll be sustainable to another form of life. That whether they're tribbles or whether they're 3 foot little furry creatures or whatever they are, they're going to be adapted to their own planet circumstances. And but the chances are very good that out there somewhere there is more life. It might not be intelligent. It might not be advanced. It might be, it might be in cell form still. But what they're saying, we were all cells at one point, and went this world, and we evolved.
Big Bang.
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Yeah, hell, I don't know, but I just, as far as they're out now, I mean, let's put it this way: there's no evidence there's life out there, and they're
No,
way the hell out there.
no, there.
It just does seem kind of like, how could it just be like, if it's infinity, there'd be life maybe in a place that we haven't communicated with yet.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
totally
There's a
believe it.
chance. There's a chance it's so far away we'll never know about it. Like if
Yeah.
it's
Oh
infinity,
yeah,
then you're never going to get there.
exactly, Tom. No, exactly. We'll never get there, so we'll never know, and there'll still be that question always, you know. And then, in the, many, many years to come, they'll keep building, more and more, like we watch the sci-fi shows. They'll be building more and more space to get us farther and farther. Could be, a million years from now. Who knows?
Yeah.
Um, but no, we'll never know. Mm-mm.
I don't think the Earth is going to be here in a million years. It's slowly being swallowed by the sun, right?
No, it'll be here in a million. I forgot what the shelf life. I think we got like 2.5 million years left or something.
Is that what it is? Okay.
How long
So-
does the Earth last?
Our civilization will have to come up with
7.5 fate of the planet, absorption by the sun, 7.5 billion years.
Oh, so that's a
Earth
fair
will
bit
become
of time.
unlivable for most organisms in 1.3 billion years.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just insane. But I think,
That
the
is.
Bible says, if you're a Christian, that man can't end the earth, only God can. That even though it seems like man's doing a pretty good job with pollution, they do not have the capabilities to end the existence of the earth as we know it.
Well, I beg to differ.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, I know. Well, look at how we have these nuclear bombs pointed at each other.
Yeah, but that will destroy,
Man.
all life, on Earth. But to actually blow up the whole Earth. Well, I'll
They
be back,
say that
guys.
it's a big enough of a nuclear explosion will knock the Earth off of its kilter and send it into its trajectory, change its trajectory or something.
Yeah.
That if we explode enough nuclear bombs, we can seriously damage the Earth.
Yeah. Now, what do you Canadians think of us putting up all these spaceships?
Well, we're participating. We got like Marc Garneau and some of these other our astronauts. We've had a fair bit of astronauts in the space program. We designed and built the Canada arm that used to be on the space shuttles.
Yeah.
I mean, we contribute, so we're all for it.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah,
But
it's exciting.
do you think Canada has a good relationship with the United States?
I guess. I mean, it's like it's almost like the same country. Drop somebody here, and they wouldn't from the United States not tell them that they've left, and they wouldn't know they're in another country.
Really?
Canada's almost identical to the United States. We have all your fast food restaurants, all your major advertising. We wear, your major brands. We consume a lot of products. It's, I mean, we might as well be the United States in that sense.
Well, how come Windsor's like Windsor and Detroit's like Detroit?
Well, how come Detroit's like Detroit and Augusta's like Augusta or Atlanta's like Atlanta? They're different looking, no?
Yeah, but like with Windsor and Detroit, all you have is a thin body of water.
Yeah, but can you tell? Can you tell that you're in Windsor if somebody knocked you out, took you to Windsor, and told you were in a suburb of Detroit? Would you know?
Yeah, probably not.
No, because it's similar. We're there's not that much difference as far as how we live.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where'd Stephanie go?
I think she said earlier she was expecting a phone call or something.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I think I just put some laundry in the dryer, so I think I'll be going. You gonna be on tonight?
yeah. Let's do something. I'll
Do it
fire
on
it up
yours.
tonight. Okay.
Yeah, do it on yours.
Yeah, around 9:30 or so.
Yeah, okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, well, have a good day today. Tribbles,
Okay, you too.
Ray,
Bye,
Lakota,
everybody.
Dimple Up, you guys party on. I hope you have a good day today. Mark's gonna be on at 9:30 tonight. We'll party all night. Yeah. Play songs. Hey, Caroline. We'll play songs and talk. Okay, so everybody have a good day today. Bye, Penny. Party on.